And they had some sort of weird thing that they kept doing. So as you were attacking them, you would watch as after you'd hit them, they'd kind of start to shake in unison together. Upon killing them, they kind of decomposed into like this black tarish ooze that kind of just melted out and then kind of absorbed down into the ground. So we're essentially leaving off, as you killed the last one, it begins melting into the ground, and more or less you guys decided you're going to be heading up into the mountains, was probably the best course based on where the other teams may be based on where you know they dropped, with the only potential threat that you're aware of as far as another team is potentially running into the Doom Raiders. So, that's where we left off, my friends. What were you going to do? Are we missing someone again?
I'm here.
Oh, no, I know you're here. Someone, I feel like we're missing a person.
Max is not in Fantasy Grounds.
Aha.
So I'm still with.
No worries. I was like, wait a minute. I can still math, I think, right? I was like, wait. Oh, Grunkin, did you see your arm?
Also sitting in front of me.
So
I did. Thank
your
you.
arm, I think I fixed the bludgeoning, right? I moved the piercing back to bludgeoning.
Yes.
Yeah. So Gronkum's arm, it's kind of made of these metal bands and a couple of spikes. Got a cool look to it. Is a 1d8 bludgeoning weapon.
Very nice.
So, you guys just finished the fight. Sir Edward kind of looks at you guys. The fuck was that? You watch
Magic
Finny kind of
eating
walks up to it. A magic-eating worm?
Magic eating werewolves. What does it look like?
He kind of pokes it, the goo, whatever's left of it with the sword. He's like, it's kind of sticky for a werewolf. Finnear kind of looks up at you, Gronkum. He looks back down at the goo. He looks back up at you. And he slowly begins to lower his snout towards the goo.
Did you just lick the goo?
Merber.
Nasty.
And he just kind of like pulls it up into his mouth, and you just kind of watch him work it around in his mouth. And he's like,
Did you just?
He spits it back.
I look over to him and I said, that was nice. Who knows where that's been?
He looks over at you. It doesn't taste as good as it looks.
It doesn't look very good to begin with.
Crockham just shakes his head.
That's funny.
All right, so Deft, you kind of control you and William since you're both out there. I don't think William came, right? No, okay. Yeah, so you can feel free to chime in whenever you want. All right.
Yeah, great. Hey guys, we should probably, this is very fun, but you should probably move. Just.
They say we should get moving, so let's go. And everybody's going to start flying east.
Okay, so you're going to start going east towards the mountains. So basically how it goes, plains kind of go into kind of scattered trees. You kind of get into a more mountainous, lightly treed area, and then it kind of goes up and then begins to go up into a much steeper climb. So you no real issues until you get closer to the base of the mountain. So you get up. Deft's not here. Never mind. Crunkum, are you flying with your boots or are you walking it? Oh, that was
just walking.
Oh wait, that's right. I can fly for a bit.
You can. You fly until your next long rest is completed.
I'm gonna fly.
You fly at your normal movement speed. Does anyone want to do anything with the goo before it dissipates into the ground or blah, 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 blah?
No.
Well, apparently Sir Edwards wants some pocket goo, I guess.
He poked it with his sword. Finnear, the wolf, is the one that ate it.
Oh.
It was the dog.
I need 10 minutes.
For some reason, I thought Sir
Nope.
Edward, you know,
Still
looking at
gross,
Gronkum.
but that makes much more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, the dog eating is. Yeah.
Mhm. He was trying to look into Gronkum and like, what do you think? Oh my goodness.
When did you learn to fly?
I say I need 10 minutes.
The storm is coming.
We don't
need-
have 10 minutes.
I mean, it's up to you guys. It's D&D. You could always take 10 minutes. Don't forget, Gronkum, you do have a chest. You don't get any disadvantages on it for now because there's only 250 gold in it. Be very cautious how much you put in that chest. It may start to get in the way a little bit. Or you could put a bomb in it. You could put the bolt of many fireballs in there.
Trapping the chest is not a bad idea.
All right, so you're going to take the 10
The
minutes.
chest is already
Are you going to
trapped.
head into further east and then take 10 minutes? What do you guys want to do? You don't want to linger too long, though.
Yeah, let's get ahead of the storm quite a bit further before we take 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you watch the storm. So you guys are on the western side of the northwesternmost point of the island in the mountain peak. The storm appears to be going in on the other side. It's kind of heading towards your direction, but it seems to mostly be going on the other side of the mountain pass, the side opposite you. And then there's a bigger mountain range in the distance. So it's basically filling the area between these two mountain ranges. So, you guys move forward. Are we doing stealth? Are we running? How are we moving?
By the sounds of it, just moving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be keeping an eye on the Doom Raiders, making sure they're not getting too.
So, if you want to check on the Doom Raiders, you're going to have to pull a little shenanigans because technically you can't leave your area. But,
Oh, I can't just look at them from here.
you can look at the people on the side, but you can't actually, like, you can't go walk into their area, and you could send Sock over, or you can send Sock back up top and then get semi of an idea.
Well, can I not see the team from here? Like
You
the
can
team on the.
you can't see the display of what they're doing. You can see like the little area where their team is waiting. So basically, the screen faces inward, and they're looking out. So it's like a big circle, and you're all facing in, and all of your screens are facing towards.
Okay.
It, so you don't see it.
So I can only look at my team, is what you're saying?
Only
But the-
where you
the-
are, without using magic or pets or familiar.
All right.
Wasn't Sock already somewhere else?
Sock
I believe he
currently-
was scavenging popcorn and
Yeah, he's eating popcorn in the stands.
He saw a bunch of stuff, and he's currently having his Templeton moment. All right, so you guys are going. Did we decide stealth, running? How are we going?
I could roll a stealth, but
No, I just need to know how you guys are moving.
Caution would be nice.
Leave it up to you guys. Go. Normal pace, fast pace. Techno doesn't matter much for you unless you just want to do a faster pace, in which case you make more noise. But you don't make a whole lot of noise.
I'll roll a stealth, but yeah, she's at the very least moving at normal pace.
Yeah, Gronkum doesn't do stealth.
All right. So, Max is actually pretty stealthy. You watch as he starts kind of moving. That new armor's pretty quiet. All right, so Techno, you get a roll on a table.
Uh-oh. You didn't say I was also pretty stealthy, so I don't know if I like this table.
You are currently raging for 18 seconds. You rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
So you're nice and quiet. No issues at all. However, I need everyone else to roll a stealth check if you want to. If not, we're going forward.
Or he's like a stealth fighter.
Sir Edward gets a disadvantage on his stealth check. He is noisy. That's a natural 1.
Yeah, that's the one I was afraid.
The wolf gets a you said. All right. Okay, so the fumble table for Sir Edward. Oh. Well, technically you're not in an encounter, and I'm not going to penalize him for the whole thing. -2 to damage rolls for the rest of the encounter. That would suck if you considered the competition the encounter.
That it would.
All right, so he's not the stealthiest. At least he's distracting them from Gronkum. So they're kind of gung-ho about it. They're just running up there. All right, so you guys have a couple of different options as you begin to fly forward. Techno, make a perception check with advantage because you're super quiet. You can take your time looking around. Go on. As you look around, it looks basically like there's a couple of paths you can take. It looks like once you hit the mountain, the base of the mountain, you can continue south, which looks like it may go into a river and lead into the forest area between the two mountains. You can continue along the shore northeast, or you can take a path up in the mountains. It looks like from what you probably could truck it on foot, but you might have to climb once you get a bit further in. Maybe not a big deal for you and Steph's in at the moment. You could climb and fly to help yourself out. You might have to watch out for wind higher up. But other than that, if you were just climbing and using your wings to kind of help you move about, you could probably do it pretty easily.
And our goal is basically to find something that brings us to the next level, right?
So the goal is to eventually find this ultimate end area and treasure. So it's to find just treasure in general. I mean, you guys are here. He specifically wants the horn. You guys want to get to the end and find it and get this prize. So the ultimate goal is either to find this prize either here or find clues, maps, treasure, things that may lead you to other areas or other areas. But those are your kind of 3 direct paths unless you want to do something creative.
I want to go on all 3 of them at once.
But you're probably the only person that gets a really good view of the northeastern and the southern paths, other than you guys all see the mountain.
All right, well.
So they're trekking back behind him. You can hear Sir Edward from up there. Clang, clang, clang.
So one along the shore, one to the river, and one up the mountain.
Techno. Since you hear that, you hear off in the distance.
The sounds of
sound. Sounds like a familiar type of bird. Seems like the crashing about of Sir Edward may be drawing some attention.
Do I see said bird?
Perception. You don't know, Grunkin. It could be. You're not sure what could lead anywhere at this point. There could be a hatch in the ground of dirt that you could just lift up and go to another area.
I take it that she does not.
You don't. Basically, you get the feeling just from hearing it, it must be coming out from somewhere higher up on the mountain. However, basically what you just deduced from your combination of all that is it's probably drawing the attention of the rock.
Edward, get down.
What?
Down.
And he just kind of holds up his hand and kind of pauses everyone. You staying in the air, or what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay. As you're kind of sitting there, you watch is kind of out from like this big bank of clouds higher up on the mountain, another rock just kind of soars out, kind of swoops over the area where they are. That's a horrible roll. You hear off in the distance another calling out, and you see as it starts flying back and towards the mountain, towards the other one. There is apparently 2 of them on this mountain. But one rolled a 6 and did not see you with your nat 20.
Hurrah!
So it seems you've avoided being bird food for the moment.
Alright. She will swoop down in front of them. Or in front of party.
You watch this all happen too, Death.
Just on the edge of my seat, a little nervous.
William's eating popcorn.
Those birds are big.
Hey, this is a good show.
Okay, guys. We have 3 paths. We can follow the shoreline, we can go through a river, or we can climb the mountain.
Sir Edward is going to look over you guys at this point and see, like, if I were a horn of winter, I think I might be in a mountain. But that could be
Yeah, I think if someone's gonna hide something, it's gonna be in the mountain guarded by giant stone birds.
I got tingled in my head.
We took one down, no problem. It shouldn't be a big issue.
Well, there's 2 of them. At least. Maybe a nest.
Don't kill the babies, Stark. Or Techno.
Why are you telling me that?
I seem to remember several people killing children.
Once more, being a child does not resolve you of being evil.
Why are you murdering?
Here we go again.
Well, there we go. We gotta go to mountain. Techno needs to kill more children, it seems.
Oh my god. Alright.
So, rock eggs for breakfast?
Sounds like rock eggs for breakfast.
Sounds
And you're
good.
kind of looks up like,
We might even be able to tame 1 or 2 of the eggs. Once they hatch.
And we're gonna have to figure out how to help the dog climb.
Sir Edward at this point, gonna say, I need to look into something. I don't think he's a good match. I think I'm gonna sub out. It's like, Deft. And you hear on the little earring.
You know, I'm sure William would love to join you guys down there, actually.
It's like, I'm subbing you in.
No, I'm good. I'm good up
And
here.
you watch as he touches his sword to his shield, and he's like, substitution.
No.
And you just watch this little William just kind of looks. He's like, greedy, and he watches these like little blue lights start to circle around you. He's like, no.
Avenge me.
And you watch as Sir Edward and Fenrir just kind of look. He's like, we'll be back. Don't worry. Like, I got to go figure out something. I'll be in touch soon. And you watch as
Bail out. Bail out.
the dog disappears, and in comes our rogue. Tubbs just did like, "Kika." You hear Deaf, you now get an earring. You hear Sir Edward calling back. It's like, I'm gonna go talk to my friends and try and figure out what they found out so far. It's like, don't do anything too crazy. I'll be back shortly. He's like, in the meantime, William's got you covered. Don't you, William?
Doing crazy stuff?
Oh,
Never.
Okie dokie.
I've been betrayed.
But can Sir William leave the box?
Which box?
Sir William?
Sir William.
Or
Sir Edward? Which box?
the viewing area that Def just came from?
He can leave to a certain location. Like there's a area you can go to. You still can't see, so you can go to like a central location, but you can't do anything else. You can't see what they're doing, or he can just use communication devices. You get the feeling he has a communication device because he was able to contact someone for a little bit of assistance. And what you may have noticed at this point, or at least some of you, it seems your team or your sponsor seems to have some sort of concept of how these camera systems work. and is seemingly using it to their advantage. And apparently,
Well, it may be the third or fourth time he's done that.
all right. So, Def's here though. Yay! Def.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, welcome.
So, big birds, werewolves, cool.
Yep, we're going up the mountain.
Plenty of things to stab.
All right. So, as you guys begin to trek up into the mountains, you're going straight at them.
Then,
Okay.
okay.
As you guys proceed up,
I'll be flying along.
you guys continue on forward. You spend probably about the next 3 or 4 hours kind of heading in further before you kind of come to a stopping point where you're going to have to start climbing. You haven't seen much of any type of wildlife in this area recently other than those rocks. Seems pretty quiet. Could be from the giant explosion, maybe scared everything off.
Or it could be from the predatory birds swooping the area.
Could be. So, are we
Or it
climbing?
could be define climb.
I'll leave that up to you. I just get to watch gravity work.
Because by climbing the air, then yes.
I leave it up to you. Ooh, good question. Roll a perception check. Okay. So, how you guys getting everybody up? A lot of you can fly, but not all of you.
Rope.
Actually, 4 of you can. Well, flying will get you up decently. You will have some wind at some point, though. But 1,
I don't have a
2,
way to fly.
3, 4 of the 6 of you can fly.
5. 5 of the 6 of us can currently fly.
Max
Well,
can fly.
For a little bit.
Like a minute.
It's not a long period, but
Long-term flight. Well, technically. So the question is, how long are you gonna not sleep for, Dark?
Dark is going to die from sleep deprivation.
He's gonna die from sleep flying. He's just gonna be flying. This is amazing.
I gotta grab a drink.
Start
Over right.
racking up that exhaustion. That sucks.
Mhm.
The temptation is strong. Okay, so are we climbing? Are we making any precautions? We using rope equipment, tying each
I
other up?
guess those of us who can fly will probably fly up a bit, set up some ropes maybe.
Okay. Do you guys have rope?
I do have rope. 50 feet.
All right. Do you have any type of climbing equipment that will help you other than the rope?
Probably not.
'Cause it's time to start
Aye.
checking those inventories.
Got
What
rope.
do you want, Wolf? Right.
No man, I thought I had those pinions or whatever the fuck you call the things you stab into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got 10 stakes.
I'll allow.
I've got a hammer.
Okay, so we have a hammer. How many tent stakes?
I got 2.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hold on, how many of us can fly now? You said 5 out of the 6?
4
5 in total, but one can only fly for a minute.
minute.
So what? So 4 can fly.
I might
permanently?
recommend saving that one for if you fall.
I was just saying, those that
So-
can fly can hold the a rope, and basically we have the rope between all of the people that can fly, and the people that can't fly just hold on to the rope as we fly them
Yeah, I
up.
say you just make it like a harness we're wrapped around our waist, and then the others hold it and tie it around their waist while they're flying.
I'll allow anything you guys want to try. You just tell me what you're doing. So if we're making harnesses, we're just making like rope harnesses, or we're doing like knots.
I'm not carrying someone.
Stop being lazy.
Not lazy.
You're being lazy.
Well, it'd be easier to distribute the weight amongst more people than just one trying to carry.
This will be the quickest way and the easiest way. Unless you don't care about your companions and you just want to watch them fall down mountains.
I mean, I'm not super strong, and Ari's not super strong, and you guys are kind of large. So we could try it, but you know, if we hit some wind and you guys tumble out, then I don't know if we can.
As you guys are talking,
Max is
you hear a sound in the background. You hear like a clacking of little hooves, and you hear meh. You see a little goat walking up by itself, sitting there, kind of like eating at random growths of plants between rocks.
Teach us your ways, goat.
Mhm.
He kind of looks over at you with the kind of the little goat beard. Meh.
Can anybody speak with animals or charm them? We could ride the mountain goats up.
He's little. He's not a big goat.
No, where there's little ones, there's big ones.
I want to see Gronkum riding a little mountain goat.
All right.
Gronkum doesn't need to ride a little mountain goat. Gronkum can carry a little mountain
I still want to see it though.
All right. So you're speaking with the mountain goat.
goat. Yeah.
And out of
Here's your
curiosity,
10 minutes.
All right. So Max, you take your 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right.
Actually, on a mountain? No, I don't.
Okay. Well, you're not on the mountain yet. You haven't started climbing. You're kind
what
of
he
climbing
means
the base.
is his horse isn't exactly climbing the mountain.
Oh, you're doing the horse. I got you. Hey, you never know. Maybe your horse is an expert climber. We actually
It's a
researched
Skyrim
this
horse.
shit. If you recall, your horse can climb. He just climbs super duper slow.
Is it a Skyrim horse?
They are Skyrim horses. If you really look at I was watching a YouTube video on basically how it works, and because we had remember when not Meg, what was pizza or not pizza? Blackstrand that played for a while. That was the seahorse, the centaur pirate.
God.
Yeah.
And we were doing that temple, and we were doing that climb in that big part in the middle. So I had to look up how a centaur can climb on the damn surface. So yes, it's not impossible, but yeah, it probably doesn't help that much.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a Skyrim horse, it can basically sprint at top speed of a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, it's not as fast as a Skyrim horse, but it almost can. Almost.
Also, out of curiosity, how tall and what kind of build does Theros have?
His physical structure or status?
Yeah.
He's not big. See, he's 6'1", 180 pounds. So, he's taller than
So
most.
yeah, ours comment. Yeah, Max is covered in armor and Theros is more than twice my size.
The goat. Meh. He looks up at you, Gonkum.
Can anybody polymorph into a mountain goat, a large one?
Food. You hear this, Gonkum, not them. Food. Nah.
I pull out a ration and hold it in my hand
What kind of
before.
ration? Dried meat? Dried bread? What do you got?
I've got bread and meat.
Okay.
So I'll pull out the bread.
He sniffs
And-
at the bread. Doesn't seem interested.
I'll pull out the meat.
Just chomps it on down. Nah.
It's not as
Oh,
Food.
that goat's messy.
on-
Food.
No, I don't
always
like
odd.
that.
out of character. It's always odd, but you forget. I think goats actually are omnivores, aren't they?
They'll eat anything.
Food. It kind of starts like lifting its front hooves up and down, kind of just stop a little bit. Food.
No,
And then
Gronkum,
you
I wouldn't feed that
flashback.
thing. It's gonna stand up and it's gonna start speaking riddles.
Food. Meh.
Okay, before I give you more food, is there an easy way up this mountain?
Roll an animal handling check with advantage because you can speak his language.
Out of curiosity, what does it sound like for us? Is it just Gronkum speaking normally to the goat and the
Oh
goat
no,
understands?
Gronkum sounds like a goat. Like Gronkum's
Okay.
kind of like.
Oh,
Man,
that's
my
rough.
rolls tonight sucking.
He kind of looks at you. Let's see.
Hey, do we have a halfling with us for the luck?
Not
No.
here. Your halfling is currently in the cockpit.
Okay, I say he could re-roll that one.
He does fail though, and he just kind of looks at you. Mountain, and he looks up at the mountain. And he just kind of starts like skipping around, and then he walks up and he puts his front paws on the mountain, and he looks back at you. Food.
Show us the way up the mountain, and you have more food.
And he just looks up. Climb. And he kind of jumps up to a rock.
Gronkum turns back to the rest of the party. Follow the goat.
We're following a goat?
He's going to show us the way up the mountain.
You hear William? I approve of this plan.
Well, okay then.
All right, so we begin following a billy goat up the mountain.
Yeah, or he'll, fly along the side.
All right, so you guys spend, we'll say, probably about 2 hours climbing this mountain, following the billy goat, as he kind of leads you up into like this kind of mini canyon that kind of goes out, and there's like a recessed, smaller area. It's not super large, but looks like a decent sizable area that's kind of flat up on top of this mountain. Looks like a forest. He turns around. Food.
Gronkum gives him a day's worth of meat rations.
Okay. You watch you throw it on the ground. He just.
Bam.
Day's worth for a person, a minute's worth for a goat.
All right. So you guys are on top of this thing. You look about.
I said it's forested up here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Gronkum, you look about. Other than the tree line, you can look out. You don't see much end towards where you're heading. You can see out decently, other than the storm kind of sits there. You do kind of see down below. You don't have the mile vision, right? You took pack tactics for your second, or whatever it is, the wolf totem, for option 2.
Bear totem.
Oh yeah,
So
you-
strength.
heavy lifting, yeah. Oh, good. That's good to know for your chest. Okay, so yeah, you essentially do that. Let me check one.
Yeah, I can still carry a Theris with all the weight that I'm currently carrying.
Oh yeah, no, you're totally fine. Well, no, I was referring more to the chest as you have on your back. That makes it less of an issue, unless you carry a whole lot in that chest. Okay.
Yeah, I can still carry about another 150, 160 pounds without a problem.
Okay, so about this time, let's see. So that's about 6 hours. It's probably about 4:30 in the afternoon, from what time it should be. The view seems to match it to an extent, just for something to keep in mind. As you look out, you kind of can see the shoreline. You can see where the storm is emanating from. It looks like it's coming from the southwest, somewhere out near off the shore. You just see this circle spinning around like the eye of the storm as it kind of spreads and continues to come in. Almost like in the first Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship movie when the storm is like going towards the mountains. It's kind of like that, but also swirling around.
That means we're gonna have to carry the short people.
It's not heading at you. You actually you can't see it now, But the majority of that storm is actually going in between the mountains, not on the mountain where you are. It looked like it's more directed at whoever may have landed between those things, which is roughly 4 to 6 teams, depending on how far it goes.
Flying
Thankfully,
above the
there's
tree.
other people here too.
Flying above the tree line. What do I see?
All right, so you fly up.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check.
She sees nothing.
Why do we let you roll perception checks at all?
I don't know.
So, you don't see shit, but on the bright side, roll a d10.
So,
You gain 2 temporary hit points. But yes, unfortunately, you don't see anything. It's still kind of cloudy. You look around, there's kind of mountains. It's windy, so you can't really fly up too quickly as it kind of gets harder from here. Yeah, unfortunately, can't see much.
All I'm seeing is a bunch of trees. Which way?
So would you say you can't see the forest for the trees?
He flew above the tree line, didn't see anything. So basically, you guys, you see the forest, but you don't see anything else.
Yes, I do see the forest.
Trees. The goat continues eating the rations. He kind of finishes, looks at you.
Is there anything else around here? Any other creatures?
I mean, there's the rock wall.
He kind of just chews, and you watch as he kind of starts going up and trying to nibble at your bag.
Push them away from it.
Food! Meh!
Tell me, is there anything else around here?
Food!
That's a hungry goat.
And he goes to take a bite at your bag. He's just going to make an attack at your bag. That is a 13 to your bag. You duck out of the way. Food!
No.
Well,
Wow.
no, Bill. I'm not sure what a goat's AC is, but does a 28 hit?
Well,
No,
goat has
no
a
way.
challenge rating of 0. So roll your damage die.
It is
This
now
goat.
a puddle.
This poor goat.
You just watch as this thing like reaches for his bag, Bronson just takes his arm and like swings it, and you just watch this goat fly. Food! And the rest of you just hear as he falls off the cliff.
Malcolm, that was so messed up.
That was
Why would-
hilarious.
Grunkum,
Mhm.
as you hit the goat and some of the blood resides on your arm, you watch as some of those plates begin to vibrate slightly and shift.
What?
His critical effect.
And you kind of watch as the blood that's on the arm begins to dissipate into the arm. And then the bands that make up the arm come back to rest.
Or itself clean. Ariel, turn back around, face them.
So yes, the goat destroyed.
Destroy.
There's like a team at the base of the mountain, and they're just like, so how do you think the climb? Oh my god!
The goat hit our wizard.
All right. So you guys think about what you can do. I'm going to get a beer. I'll be right back. Let me know which way you want to go.
Perfect. Funny.
Well, I guess we just keep going east then.
Should we maybe like spend a little bit more time looking around the areas before moving on to other ones? Make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because isn't this place supposed to have a whole lot of prizes and treasures and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we're on a weird, crazy wizard mountain right now, so I'd assume there'd be.
I mean, I was looking while we were going up the mountain. I didn't see anything. Did anybody else look?
I was more concerned about the wildlife.
No, I didn't see anything either.
Okay. Which way do we decide to go? Into the forest?
Or can we spend a bit more time investigating the mountain to make sure we're not like passing any treasure or anything?
Yeah, just tell me what you get.
Cool.
Where you guys want to look. So you guys want to like take a look over the path and look around?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll more perception checks. So you just spend more time where you are. That's all. You guys continue to kind of look around. From here. Unfortunately, as you look around, actually, let's see. Yeah, no, you don't see anything other than that storm, unfortunately. And you're not high enough on the mountain or far enough on the eastern side to see anything on that side. So it's basically, you can see south a bit, which is only part of the island in the ocean. Everything, you really want to be on the other side if you want a good look. No sign of the Doom Raiders, though. As you guys begin to get to the forest, you watch as a familiar individual with a blue robe appears in front of you.
By familiar, as in we may have seen him one rock encounter ago, or
Yeah. So you watch as he appears in front of you. Like, long time no talk. And he kind of will put his token. He's not actually physically here.
Who is this?
This is Jalal. This was the individual that helped you in the rock fight. So this is the individual that apparently that is messing with the imagery of the cameras. So it looks like not only can he tap into them and view through them, he can also project illusions out of them.
So that must have been the game I wasn't at.
Yeah, that was last
Yeah.
week. So essentially he appears, he's like, we just spoke with, we heard from Sir Edward. Glad to hear you're all okay. He holds up his hand and you watch as a layout of this kind of the entire island, more or less, that he's mapped out using the cameras, kind of appears. He goes, you guys are currently here, and he points to the northeastern part. At there's 3 kind of mountain peaks within that grouping, and you're on the southernmost mountain peak. And then you watch as he notes over, and they seem to be kind of in the plains at the southeastern side of the map. So they're kind of on the opposite side, and they're basically alone. He does also know where all the other teams are. Basically, most people, the Doom Raiders, are in the mountains. They're in the northernmost. So there's a mountain between both of you, but you are close to each other. Black Skull hasn't moved out of the ocean. The explorers are still around that temple. The paladins are near to that temple, to the north of where they were. The dark elves seem to have split off from the paladins and the druids went south. Bellinor is not on this map anymore. He does not know where they are currently. They seem to have moved on to a different area very quickly. The bards apparently are in the southern mountains on the biggest mountain peak, and Tipsy Fox is working in towards the same mountain peak from the shore. However, there is 2 individuals from Tipsy Fox heading towards the Black Skull group. He's like, we're going to check this mountain pass, and he points to the one to the north, so it's the second large one to the south. So it's the one the bards and the Tipsy Fox guys aren't checking. So we're going to check this one. We get the feeling that it should be some sort of clue, at least, in a mountainous region. I mean, it makes sense. It's a good place to start. He's like, have you guys checked your peak yet?
I'm just going to ponder to herself for a moment. Being as she's an entertainer, she's used to, telling story or entertaining stories and that kind of stuff. And this is a competition, and specifically for the purpose of entertainment. Would she be able to, by chance, get some insight as to where would be a, for lack of a term, entertaining place to put a clue?
Oh, like a... Yeah, go ahead, roll an insight check. Let's see how you do on that, and then maybe I'll give you advantage on check also.
Roll performance?
Oh, I thought you were trying to determine, like, where would be a good spot. I thought
She
you
is.
like,
I'm just hoping to use performance for insight.
Okay. Let's roll the insight first. Okay. That's fair enough. You kind of sit there. So if you were going to put on a good show, a couple of quick things come to mind. High up peaks and dangerous locations always make for great viewing when anyone can fall to their death. Potentially things that maybe areas you'd feel safe that maybe aren't safe. Or there's always the tall tale of explosions and death and horrible things.
Alright, so she's going to point up to the peak where the rocks are. Up there, that's where the clue will be.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, I can't deny that putting a clue underneath 2 of those things, even if it's not what we're looking for, it's got to lead to something, right? I mean, why else put them here? That would just be cruel. And he kind of laughs, like, I guess I would do it too. He's like,
Does he know where the team that is no longer on this map was before they were no longer on?
He kind of looks at you, Justin. He's like, I know where they were when they. I didn't get to see exactly. They disappeared almost immediately when they landed. Working, I need to actually sub out soon to try and figure out how to access some of the other areas. But once we could locate that, in theory, we can hopefully find at least some other areas. But no, I haven't seen much of anything yet. It's like,
How close are we to the peak with the rocks, by the way?
the peak from the rocks, you probably got about 6 to 8 hours journey to the peak.
Okay, I have an idea. Bronco,
Uh-oh.
do you have a good bird impression?
This doesn't sound good, but I like it.
I can growl real loud and rustle the feather that I've got. He pulls the rock feather out of it.
Well, the bird seemed quite attracted to Edward when he was being loud. And if we're going to face them in a forest is better than on a peak.
Bronco nods and grunts his approval.
Yeah.
What makes you think we're gonna fight those things?
Hey, Def.
Well, we gotta go up there and they're not just going to let us.
You could always sneak by, but Def.
Yeah.
Def.
Wait, what was that?
perception just for you.
Oh.
Oh snap!
So, do we want to set a trap for them and then start making a whole lot of noise?
Yeah. From the
Yes.
forest, you hear a peaceful flute playing in the distance.
Does it sound like the Bard team by chance?
No, it's just like a nice, peaceful melody. It only sounds like one
See-
person playing.
You say peaceful, but that just unsettles me.
It's my job. My new office is going to be badass, by the way.
Heck yeah.
It's going to be
Uh,
dedicated to awesomeness in D&D.
I'm gonna turn on my necklace and just try and listen a little bit.
All right. Yeah, it's a very nice melody. You hear it coming from further in the forest. It sounds like a flute of some sort. Singular melody. Very peaceful.
Hey guys, some idiot's playing the flute in the forest. It sounds nice, but it's kind of
Okay.
So, should we deal with that before the rock?
What do you mean deal with that? They're just playing the flute. I don't know if it's a team.
I mean, you saw what he did to the goat that asked for food. You got to be careful these days.
No, we saw what he did to the goat that bad.
It tried to get more food. You're actually really lucky he probably did that. That thing was gonna follow you forever and just be like until you kept feeding it. So Karagum did probably the right thing.
No, Bill.
But-
The goat had a knife.
Actually, you hear from William. He's like, you guys got a decent following right now. They like the goat abuse. He's like, although there's a small group of 5 dwarfs that are apparently staging a protest.
I'll deal with him
no.
when we win.
Dwarf and animal rights activists.
I'm so done.
Yeah, apparently you make for good viewing. So what do you guys do? To the
I
beach?
live to entertain.
To the forest.
No.
You kind of feel a little bit good as you sit there. As you say that, Jalal kind of just whoosh, goes back out so he can go back to what he was doing. All right, which way, people?
I think we're gonna have better chances with whoever's playing the flute than with the big old bird. So that's got my vote.
You know we're gonna have to deal with the birds anyways, right?
Do we though? Are you sure?
Don't you remember the bird we just killed had a gold treasure in it? Maybe they have treasure in them.
But I don't want to climb a mountain for 8 hours.
No, we're bringing them here.
But isn't the treasure at the top?
No, the treasure was inside bird.
No, but I mean, surely there's going to be treasure at the top of the mountain.
Well, yeah. Probably chestfuls of gold.
You say chestfuls of gold, and you just see Deft's eyes like.
Uh,
Deft has changed drastically in the last 7 days. Deft was poor for forever, and then all of a sudden, Deft just got all this money, and Deft's life has changed.
yeah.
Forever.
You're gonna just leave those innocent little pieces of gold all by themselves and lonely?
I mean,
Do you hear William in the background? He's like, I mean, they're probably really scared up there all by themselves.
oh, you've got quite the argument there.
The song it's coming out of the forest picks up to like a little bit of like a jig.
I assume just Def knows it, right?
I mean, if you guys want to listen, you can. Def just has better hearing, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't care.
If you guys want to make perception checks, You're always free to make more. Yeah, basically, if
Nat
you guys
one.
roll over a 14, you're probably okay.
Nat one. Nope.
Nope. Well, at least Deft hears it.
It's only Deft.
So, like,
He's going crazy.
you begin to wonder if Deft may be going crazy. Ferris, do you feel? Actually, I don't. Actually, hold on. Let me double check. I don't know if this actually will work on you. No. Hold on. You feel like this presence on the back of your mind, Ferris. It's like something's trying to speak to you.
Try to stretch out and listen harder.
So you stretch out to allow it to communicate with you?
Yeah. Do I feel like does this feel familiar or something different?
It feels like a sending spell, but because of your experience and all of your abilities, you actually get to choose that happens.
I'd like to order a medium pizza.
Sorry, wrong number.
You hear a voice. Why, hello there, special one.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's me, Chatas. I don't believe we got to meet during the party. It's like, but I was hoping we could catch up soon. You're very close to my team. Perhaps you guys would like to share camp for the night, and we could speak.
I know
That's
which
ooh.
camp this is, or which
You're
team.
thinking, so you're like, So he's from the Doom Raiders. Like, this is the motherfucker with the gold hand.
Oh yeah, I want to talk to this dude.
Okay. So it's like, well, we'll be, and he kind of tells you the location. So they're gonna go towards the center mountain, the one that's between you guys. He's like, we'll be making camp here. I'm not on the field now, but I will be later. I look forward to speaking to you.
And you.
And then the message dissipates.
That guy casted like 3 sending spells.
So
Actually, it
I
never
just
broke.
got contacted by one of the other team. They explain where they're going to be camping to everybody. This guy wants to talk to me. He's got a similar gift, and I just kind of hold my hand up.
You see
Wants to speak with me, but they're offering to share their camp. So I don't know if that's a trap or if they're or not. I don't think it's overtly negative.
Roll an insight check with advantage, just from the last time you kind of saw him.
Hey Gronka, maybe they still have your hand.
You never. This
one's better.
That's Tipsy Fox. That has.
Oh, okay.
Tipsy Fox drives the giant orb machine.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh,
Doom Raiders, the one with the one really big orc that Gronk was a rival with.
well, Ferris rolled a nat 20, so hold on. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Good thing that doesn't affect you. Okay. That would have been a great damage on that. This is what you get for your nat 20. But general, which the rest of everyone else just knows, or gets to learn. When you saw this individual at the party, he didn't throw off like an evil vibe like he wanted to kill you. It was this creepy interest in you. Almost like an obsession.
Now, when you say obsession, do you mean like serial killer prey kind of obsession or lustful crush kind of obsession?
You're not 100% sure.
You rolled a
more of a
20.
it's more of a creepy obsession. It makes you feel uncomfortable, just the amount of attention. You don't know why, but I mean, you don't get a particularly evil feeling from him. It's just kind of creepy how intrigued he is by you. But yeah, this is one of from the other one from what you guys saw, because none of you spoke to him. He has like longer black hair, has like some general black robes, but he has a golden left hand. Same hand Theris has similar gems to Theris's hand, but has many more. So yeah, that is that individual.
So it's up to y'all if you want to try to camp with them tonight. Here's, they said this location and pointed out.
Is the location on the way, Nobel?
So you're currently on the southernmost peak. So I mean, it's about it's like 5 o'clock right now. So you have time. You could make it there to camp. It's probably going to be dark on your travel. It would probably take you 4 to 6 hours to get there. So you kind of be pushing it. You could pull it off, but I mean, you could get there a little bit quicker too. It just depends on how the travel goes. Just depends.
Yeah,
And you also have the peak. It depends if you want to still do the peak or if you want to do the forest. It just depends.
Is it a different direction than the peak?
The peak is up. This one is actually a different mountain. So you have to actually kind of like go further north, go down a bit, and then go into the other. But you could, in theory, get there within the evening with the time you have left.
Well, sirs, how badly do you want to talk to this person? Because our plan right now is that way.
Say it would be interesting to do so, plus feel them out, but it's not a mandatory.
He just invited you guys. And like Thayer said, it could be a trap. It could not be a trap. You never know.
Yeah, I don't have any dirt on the Doom Raiders. I don't really know what they'll do.
You've only met one Doom Raider, really, that you've spoken with. You met Davil, who looked like a bard, but he was the one who registered them. Other than that, you haven't spoken to any of them.
Well,
Go ahead.
worst case scenario, we kill him, and you get another hand.
Well, it could also prove beneficial for us to try to team up with another team until the end. Enemy of my enemy kind of thing, and then we sort it out at the end.
I mean, the flute that I'm hearing might be the bards. I'd be a lot happier with them, I think. But up to you guys.
Didn't they steal from us?
No, we got that figured out.
Oh,
They're actually really funny.
Out of curiosity, Nobel, did any of the bards play a flute?
They can play many different things.
Yeah,
You
but
did-
I mean, they pulled out. I assume they pulled out, their preferred
Yeah,
instrument.
you saw a couple playing flutes. I mean, you've seen Cello play a flute at least once. He actually did use a flute when he would call his more or less merry men to formation.
Yeah.
However, from what Jalal told you, they're in the southern mountain range.
Yeah.
Not where you are.
Daft, I don't think the bards are over here.
You could always send your rogue to go investigate.
I think at this point, splitting the party would be a bad idea.
Well, you guys don't have to go far. But Deft is very roguey.
I would not agree to that, though.
Deft was not always very roguey, but at this level, with the gear that Deft has, Deft is turned into quite the rogue. Deft could probably actually do a backflip and not fall anymore in a bar.
I gotta try it.
Do it.
Oh, wait.
Like, am I strong enough? Just barely.
Ooh.
Sloppy, but you did it.
You're getting better at that.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. I don't know why. I will practice.
All right. So, you guys been stationary for a bit.
Popcorn. So I'm in the kitchen for a second.
Well,
On
Hmm.
the op-
If we go down to camp with them, we're gonna have to climb back up the mountain. Or you guys are gonna have to climb back up the mountain.
I mean, are you guys in any condition to, fight more rock? You got a little bit beat up.
Yeah, if you guys want to heal now, that's also a good opportunity. Actually, you guys want to take a short rest? Well, that's an hour. You might not want to waste that.
It's already
much.
going to be dark by the time we get someplace.
Well, yeah, it really just depends. So if you guys are going to go to the other camp, you're probably going to have to leave like now. If you're going to do your other stuff, you're already kind of close. You could potentially do both, but who knows with spells and other things. So you got 3 things or other options you can always choose. So which one sounds best?
Kind of want to investigate the flute.
How close is the flute, Daft?
I
300
mean,
feet.
they're in the forest. They're not super.
And
Okay.
I do only have about half of my health.
That's a lot of health.
Still more than Wolfguard.
Oh, never go pull Makar. Okay.
Wow. I don't have to sit here and take that shit.
Yes, you do.
Why are you shielded?
I could drop. I can raise my health if I want to.
If I wanted to. All right. So, what's the choice, people?
The flute's pretty close. It could also
Otherwise,
be
the rocks may find you.
It'll be harder for the rocks to find us if we're in the tree.
You guys going to go into the trees a bit? You're still on the outside of the tree.
Get the ambush on the rocks in the middle of the dark.
You could try. Might work. You guys have human brains. There's all sorts of fucked up ways to approach these things and win.
We always have the nuke button.
I mean, you could like try to find these things in their sleep and just like break their wings before they have a chance to wake up. But you do know there are 2.
I was about to say, if we're going to do that, we'd probably, simultaneous coup de grace.
There could also be babies. Mini version.
Think of
Alright, so
how much money we could get for an egg.
Think about how you probably don't want to carry the egg. Probably doesn't have a good value ratio unless you want to sell the creature or make it your pet. You never know.
A flying barbarian with a rock.
With a rock.
there's as much as speaking to them is not a bad idea. More allies is nice. That means we're going out of our way, like 6 hours there, then spending probably like 13, 14 to get back here.
Up to you.
Is there not a shortcut from where we would be to where we need to go?
Well, if
I
there
don't
was a
think you really know where
shortcut.
you're going yet.
If
I
there
mean,
was a
Ari-
Only if you
shortcut,
can
then-
fly.
Ari, I'm pretty sure the Doom Raiders were the ones who did the big fire thing. If you want to, communicate with any other fire people,
That's such a low blow, but I love it.
just
Did you say
saying.
Have
fire?
fire. Yeah,
Fire?
mile long
that's
fire.
still 12-hour, flight back here.
Who says we have to come back though? We could find a portal over there, maybe.
I don't know. I still think there's something up there.
Except at this time, you hear the music stop, and you hear a poof, like something falling into water, and you hear Motherfucker!
Whoever was playing the flute just I don't know what happened, but that was funny.
And he just can't.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go check out the flute.
Mm-hmm. So, which way was it?
This way, and I'll start walking.
Just start flying towards the location.
What if we lure the rock rocks to the flute?
Or to the Doom Raiders.
I suppose, but I mean, we still have that travel time back to the peak. They're on a different mountain.
Well, maybe their mountain has treasure.
We'd have to share it with them.
But it would
Take
be
it
easier to
easy.
get.
And then you hear a much louder, soft melody of a lute. Begin to play.
I'm gonna hold out an arm to stop everybody.
The flying person.
I'll just point and point to the ground. I'm gonna approach sneakily.
Oh, I actually do spot.
Nice.
All right, so are you all approaching?
Well, when
Yeah.
Death points her down, she will descend. But what is it?
I don't know. It's different.
Something sounds. Roll an intelligence or wisdom check, Def. Your choice.
Is this Ari's loot we're hearing?
Not a bad roll. As you're listening to this music and you hear the lute, there's something off about this thing. It's almost like this is missing a string.
I just make eye contact with Ari, and I go a little bit pale.
Do I hear this?
You hear something. You're not 100% sure yet. Deft is the only one who knows 100% sure it's a lute.
What is it?
It's might be something of yours. Let's approach this with caution.
Something of mine?
Yeah. Let's take a closer look.
Fireball the forest. All right. So
And this
you guys approach all together.
Ari's
I wanna
definitely going.
I want to say I go like 30 feet ahead, just stealthily.
I'll follow stealthily.
Okay, so you guys all go along. As you guys approach, I need everyone to roll perception check. That
She
seems
sees
fitting.
everything.
Wow.
As you guys approach, roll a d10, Ari. Nope, it's less than the current you have.
I got temporary hit points again.
You got temporary, but you rolled a 1. Wow. As you guys approach, and Ari, you notice immediately. You see a lute floating in the center of kind of this clearing. It's kind of like marshy, brown, mossy floor. And there's like a stump. And floating above it is your lute playing itself. And you see a little individual, not near the lute, kind of probably like 50, 60 feet away, kind of pops up from the water. It's like, where did it go? and pops back down. Looks like a small individual.
I'm
Looks like a humanoid.
going to immediately
immediate-
mage hand invisible and try to grab it.
Oh, Dario immediately dimension doors over and grabs the.
As
That
you
works too.
dimension door over, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure, get me charisma.
Oh. Steph, do you ran over as well?
No, I just mage hand. I'm not getting close.
You gotta get close enough though. So
Well,
from
yeah.
where you currently are to where it is, it would be about 80 feet. How far can you move a mage hand away from you? I forget.
30 feet.
30?
Only
Yeah.
30. So you'd
I'll
have
get
to
close
get.
enough.
I need you to also make a wisdom saving.
Okay.
So you watch as the tieflings approach. Oh shit.
Oh. No, I'm gonna reroll that. No, thank you.
Also, I can't enchant, so I'll, be charisma.
Reroll. Okay. Better, but also a fail.
No.
It's a 17. You both are overcome with the need to dance around this loop in a circle. There's a nice little circular dirt path, and you just feel the need to skip and dance around it. And it's the most enjoyable thing you've ever seen.
Is this that
Now,
thing?
because Ari is like she instantaneously pops over grabbing the loot. Does
No.
she start dancing?
As you pop, you immediately get taken over, and you don't even care. You have to dance. It's all you want to do.
This is so stupid.
Similar, but not quite. And you both begin dancing and spinning around.
I look at the group. Well, they're doomed for life. We might as well go somewhere else.
I still think that she should be holding the loot.
Gronkum, yes, you can do that. So you watch as Gronkum begins to walk on water towards the individual. He kind of looks up to you like, what? Who are you?
That's my question. Who are you?
Can I shoot the individual?
What are you doing with the loot?
What loot? That's not my loot. I'm looking for my flute. Loot, flute, loot, flute.
Why is the loot playing its?
I don't know. I was looking for my flute, and all of a sudden there's a loot. He's like, I can't find it in all this brown guck.
Are you making the loot do what it's doing?
I don't even know how to play a lute.
Can I sever all the strings on the loot with an arrow?
You certainly try.
If you want Ari to kill you, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a slot
On the little guy?
Yeah.
How far away are they?
They are now, so they've moved in. They're about 15 feet from
Our
the
people.
So, yeah, so your people are 15 feet dancing in a circle. So they're like just dancing around it. Everyone else is a bit back. So like Gronkum is probably like 80 feet away.
Can I
cast
target
Divine
just the
Sense.
effect? Is because with Dispel Magic is you one creature, object, or magical effect within range. So this dancing, can I try to dispel it?
It's 120 feet?
120,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, you can roll a Arcana for me.
Can I roll to see how good my dancing is?
Yes, you may. You can both roll performance because why not?
Chicken dance. You're doing the chicken dance.
As you go and you target the loot, it continues playing, seemingly not the source of the magic.
That any magic affecting you should wear off. Or should be broken.
Yeah, I'm trying to target the area that's causing the dancing.
Seemingly no effect.
I casted Divine Sense, by the way.
Oh, Divine
The
Sense?
pop gone.
Hold on.
Are there any tracks near the loot besides the dancing peoples?
Ooh, hold on. Let me answer Max first. Go through your list again for Divine Sense. I'm pretty sure I know what's on the list, but just
Undead, Fae, and
okay.
Lord.
So you detect a few things. A, you again detect, of course, Wolfgart. That coat, definitely evil. Most certainly evil.
What you're talking about? My code is very nice and good.
You detect something evil coming from the loot itself. That little individual is Fae. Gronkum's arm is Fae.
Nice.
And that's about it.
About my hand.
Does he sense my?
Your hand? It's a hand.
Is the Fae individual or neutral?
What's your question about the Fae individual?
Is he evil or good? Found it.
Do you get to know the alignment of the creature?
Just good or evil, I think.
It's neither.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I guess.
It's somewhere in the neutral spectrum.
It's the same neutral that my code is.
No, your code is just fucking evil.
But it's not chaotic evil. It's just evil.
That-
It's just evil. You're
That's
double.
lies and slander, as
At
someone
least
always
you look
say.
good.
He's like, it's no skin off my back, just the 200 or so people it took to make it. Oh.
Hey, if we were to just destroy it, they would have died in vain.
There are
No,
some
they would
veins
be at
on the
rest.
coat.
They would be at rest, not.
No, they would have died in vain.
I'm going to approach the individual. What race does he look like right now?
He, from what you would gather, roll an investigation check.
This ought to be real good.
Did I get anything from my insight?
On the individual? No, he seems legit. He seems like he doesn't know anything about the loot. That or he's a really good fucking liar. If Max wants to tell everyone that he's Fae, that may help you with your decision.
I was going to investigate it. I'm going to walk over and say, fine face, sir. Would you mind helping us for our friends from that effects over there?
You look at him. Yeah, he kind of looks like a halfling. You can't see the lower part of his body. He looks back for 3 seconds. What do you want me to do? Like, I was just playing my flute. Investigation disadvantage.
Me?
Gronkum.
Oh. I did say he was Fae when I addressed him.
I know he kind of looks at you. He's like, yeah, I'm just playing my flute. He doesn't deny it, but he doesn't acknowledge it. What else you guys want to do?
If you help us get our friends out of that effect, our friend can help you find your flute.
So are they all both still dancing around the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the question is, are we dancing individually or dancing together?
The loot dancing?
Really, I leave the dancing component of this up to you guys.
The loot dancing itself, or just
all that
sitting
you
there?
know is you have to dance. You feel like dancing in a circle, so you kind of stay within those confines. But creativity beyond that is completely up to you. The dancing, I leave on your side.
Oh, so the strings are actually moving?
Yes.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, because I have nothing better to do.
Shoot it.
I'm gonna bind it, so it can't do any movement.
So,
with my blood curse.
Tell me how it works specifically. What's the wording on the ability?
Also,
Don't do that
the
one.
answer to the question, no bail, is together.
Technically, it has a movement of 0.
But
So the
what does
string.
it affect?
Movement speed.
But creatures, what specific?
Hold on, I'm finding it quickly. Hold on.
There's a good pair of coming from.
Curse of binding. As a bonus action, you attempt to bind an enemy no more than one size larger than you within 30 feet. Target must make a save or have the speed reduced to 0. Which technically then the strings wouldn't be able to move because the strings have a movement speed of 0 too.
No.
If you want it.
It prevents it from moving. It doesn't prevent it from doing anything in the spot. It just can't actually physically.
I'd say the strings can't move
You
then.
don't have to use it though if you don't want. It couldn't physically move itself, like to another spot, but it can do whatever it wants where it is.
Basically, what he's saying is its movement speed is 0, not paralysis.
Yeah, it's rooted. I found Laffy Taffy.
I don't need your logic here.
What flavor?
It's the multi-pack. There's apple, banana, grape, and strawberry. And they're all delicious. I apparently only got like apple and banana in here though.
You know, though, I'd like to cast my new spell, Hold Loot.
I'm gonna, you know what? No, I'm gonna pull out my bolt of many fireballs.
Oh, you'd be getting.
End it all.
No, Jeff, you and I, again, we can survive.
But would it make us stop dancing?
I would assume if there's no
Yeah,
loot, you can't would be dancing.
Def do anything besides dance?
No, they're just dancing. Dancing and dancing.
I'm just like spinning Arya around and I
Hello,
stumble and I
individual.
step on her foot.
Kind of looks to the, it's like, oh, it's not my loot. It's like, I didn't leave it here. It could be your loot for all I know.
What about what about me
It
finding
is our
track?
loot. It was stolen
See?
from us.
See? It's your loot.
Yes, but someone has placed a magical effect on it.
And it was stolen from us.
He looks at you, he rolls an insight. Okay. Well, I mean, you could break it.
Does someone have do any of you guys have mending?
Does anyone have silence?
No, I do not.
See if yeah, actually, I do have that one memorized. Now, how long has this been going on, and is it causing any kind of damage?
No, they're just dancing.
Then I'll cast it as a ritual.
Yes,
Detect magic?
Do what?
What were you casting? Detect magic?
No, silence.
Oh, silence. Ooh. What's the range? 60 feet?
120,
Oh, perfect.
and I can cast as a ritual.
So,
So I'll put it on a rock, so I can carry it over there.
Okay.
Or throw it. Or whatever.
So you cast it on the rock. Everything around you. It's 15 or what's the radius on it again? 20? That's good for weapon.
Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. So it is 20 foot radius.
Okay. So a lot of you just everything goes silent. So you have your rock that is now quiet.
And walk over there to get them into the edge of the field where it's quiet, where they can't hear it.
All right. So as you approach, how close do you want to get to the loop?
I have to get within 20 foot of them.
You could always throw it.
Is it look one of those like, oh, you threw it and it went off a cliff or something?
No, it's flat.
Okay, yeah, then I'll chunk it if I can toss it over there, or whoever's got a who's got a good arm on them.
You only got to throw it. So you basically.
If there needs to be a roll, I'll give it to whoever's got a better arm than me. If not, then
You
I'll
got
just
about
toss it
a
over there.
60-foot toss. So you could always give it to Grunkum. I think Max is easily strong too.
Is it
Okay, why don't y'all
strength or
throw that in the middle of
dex-based?
them?
It would be athletic. Like it's a big rock, or it's a rock. It's not a hard.
Athletics is a +4. So
While
probably
they're
not.
dancing, can they see us to get like hand gestures or anything?
They seem totally entertained with
Okay.
dancing and apparently trying to do some sort of choreography together. You're not sure, but they're completely distracted. You get the feeling they're not going to ever stop dancing.
Right.
Why can't it be charisma?
Like, I look so good doing it though.
Hmm.
William's like, why are you guys dancing? We have work to do. And they're the only two that can hear because I think they're the only two with earrings.
Uh-huh.
Like, stop, you two. We have what? What are you doing? All right. So who's tossing the rock?
Gonk, probably.
All right, Gronkham athletics. That's good. You throw. You watch this rock lands. You go silent. The two of you are freed from the spell. Whatever charm effect this was, you dissipate.
Do we have any memory of that effect, or
No, you remember everything. You just love dancing. You just no longer feel like dancing. And you look back to the loot. The loot's floating.
I try to wave my hands to get their attention and pick up a rock and point it at the rock, and then down like we're at their feet, and then put my fingers in my ears like I can't hear.
Okay.
You get
I'll,
the feeling you found it.
Yeah, I'll just kind of shake out of it, grab Ari's hand and smile because that was fun, and just tug her out of this.
All right, so you
I start
guys
to walk out of it. I
through.
point down at the rock, hold my hands up like stop, pick up the rock.
This rock, and I pick up a rock next to it.
No.
No,
Shake
no,
my hand
oh,
and
this
point at a
one, this
different one.
Nah. I like it. Okay, so you got the rock. What do you want to do?
I'm just walking back over. I'll send a message to Theris. Just be like, thanks for that. Do you want the rock, or should I throw it over there?
Are they out of range?
Yeah, they've now gotten out of range.
I just stopped concentrating on it. Like,
Well, hold
there's
on.
No need. Wait, what?
Before I say that, Ari, did you get out of range?
well, I mean, she's being brought along by Def, so
Okay. So you walk away from your loot. As you guys get out of range, not impacted by the spell, you watch as it continues to play from a safe distance. A little individual's like, oh, that's a neat trick. He's like, why did I think of that? His like reaches into.
Sorry, I didn't think of it without being prompted. I'm kind of out of it. Sorry.
Oh no, you guys are good.
So, why didn't we grab it while we were there?
You
That's
move
a
your lips,
good question.
but nothing.
well, you said he
nothing
broke
comes
the
out.
concentration on it.
Oh,
So.
did he? Okay.
Then somebody said wait, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you pointing or gesturing, or just another 10 minutes I can cast it again? Not an issue.
You're probably.
Nobel.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to dip out early.
Okay.
Alright.
Apparently, there's some sort of event on game that.
Yeah, we do
Basically,
not
I need to
accept
go do
this.
clan stuff on a. I'm sorry.
No, that works then.
It's ending. I'm tired. I don't fucking know. They're just telling me to get the fuck on and this.
Alright.
good, man.
We'll see
Sorry.
you later, James.
Not
Put
worried about it.
Dark
It'll be
in
good.
charge of my character. I know he'll play my character oh so.
Oh, snipper snam.
So first thing I do is I take the
Smite.
sword
I eat the bolt of many fireballs.
and I smite the random fey creature
Obviously, yes.
because
Yes.
He's such a sweet little guy, though.
he's obviously the one that makes the coat look evil.
He could be. You never know.
You fuck.
It's not that the coat is evil; the coat
Oh
is an
no!
innocent
The
child.
coat happened to be on the Fey guy at the time, and it was destroyed from the smite.
So you watch as the individual does actually find his flute. He picks it up. He kind of like blows the mud water out of it. And you're like,
Sorry,
"Oh,
guys.
So,
Thank you, Nobel, for me play. I'm sorry about leaving.
no worries, man. Have a good night.
Have a good night,
I'll
man.
talk to you."
So
You
yeah,
guys have a good one.
yeah,
Feel
so, yeah.
Like, oh, well, that's convenient. He's like, I'm getting out of here, though. Crazy. And he kind of just starts to wade out of the water. And as he starts to get out, you notice he's got some goat-looking legs.
So yeah, if the zone or if the silence is still up, yeah, Ari will mouth something and then, put her hand to her throat.
oh, cast message. What's up?
I can't.
I can keep
Actually,
the
that
message.
raises a question: would message work in silence?
Oh yeah, because doesn't
It
it?
doesn't actually, you don't need to speak. I think
You
it is
hear it as
more,
a whisper, though,
you don't have to speak to send it, though.
but you couldn't hear it.
It's not like hearing it aloud. Only that individual can imagine.
Yeah, but it's still an audible. Like only the
It's
person
more like in your head.
receiving
It's
it
more
can
like
hear
if someone were sending you like a telepathic.
it. Mm. All right.
It does have a verbal component.
Yeah, you couldn't cast
Oh.
it then. Yeah. That would be the downside then.
So then look back towards the loop and the rock that he's holding. And back
Is
up
it a
to
rock?
No, it's just a rock. We're not sure which rock. It could be a rock or a rock, but it's not a rock.
That rock. All right. So the bullet remains, and the satyr-looking walk back into the forest. Hold on. Gronkum, you can certainly try. Roll an athletics as you go to grab the satyr. All right, as you go to grab him, you watch as he appears about 30 feet in front of you. He's just walking forward. Oh, did you need something?
Information would be nice.
And the
It's dark outside.
and Bronco levels his axe as he commits to his goat genocide.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, I missed that, Ari.
I said, and Gronkum levels his axe as he commits to his goat genocide.
He's like, by the way, you should watch out for those. And he points out behind you guys.
Ari doesn't hear it.
Like, what is he saying? You just see him pointing. He's like pointing in your direction.
Gronkum will take a quick look behind him.
Okay. Anyone who wants to take a look, roll perception check.
Ari's probably focused on death right now.
I just see the pointing and turn around.
Everyone looking around. They're kind of looking around. Oh, where did he go? You look. You don't see anything.
It's dwarven battle sheep.
I don't know what he's pointing at. You look back, he's gone. Look up behind you!
Ari's going to put her other hand onto the hand Def's using to hold her, and she's going to kind of tug him towards the loot.
I look a little nervous, but okay. Going along.
And we're going to start moving towards the loot with the stone.
All right. You move towards the loot. As you get within 20 feet of the loot, it stops making the sound. It's still floating and playing.
I'm going to move up to it, and she's going to try and grab it.
All right, go ahead and grab it. It stops playing.
All right, she's going to hug said loot.
Roll a performance check.
Okay.
And then you hear William message you guys.
No, we don't.
Those of you who are within range. Oh wait, it's only the two of you, and you both have it. Right? And he's not spent his spell slot. All right.
She'll then turn around and hug Def.
All right. You've recovered your loot. Stand the string that you probably saved from before.
Yeah, we do have to repair the what is it? Nub? What are those tuning nubs called again?
I forget, but one of those and a string. So yeah, you have recovered the loot. What are you doing with the Rock of Silence?
I'll wave at Theris and give a thumbs up.
All right.
Sorry
for
for
thumbs up. You could drop the sounds of it.
Okay.
All right. So you can now hear again. Grunkum, obviously you now noticed that the satyr individual apparently pulled the old wise one on you. Made a quick getaway. What do you guys want to do?
Find somewhere to camp because it's getting late. Correct.
I think it's only 440, 450.
No, right now it's probably like 6.
Okay.
So you can camp in this clearing. It's got some wet spots, but you could probably make it work. Other than that, it's a forest. So it's kind of like mossy and got weird growth and stuff. Flat enough.
Does anybody have alarm?
A what?
Alarm. The spell. Alarm.
You know, I've been thinking about that one, but not quite.
No, I do not have that one yet. So I can learn it because it's a ritual, but
You know, we could swap in a Bubble Man, get William down here.
No,
Yeah, I could swap out with William. So you guys can have William.
I can do a secure shelter, I think. Let me look. That's what
Do you
we'll
have a
need.
tiny?
If I drink lots of coffee, I don't get exhaustion then, right?
Nope.
No, that's actually one I haven't got to learn yet. So no, I don't have it yet. Still need to be taught that one.
So you got the loot. It's 6-ish. What you want to do? Camp? Continue forward?
Make camp so we can.
Are you making camp in the forest? Or are you making camp in this kind of like marshish clearing?
You can make camp here.
There are dry spots, right?
A couple. I mean, it's not going to be a spacious luxury camp, but you probably could find somewhere to at least lay down that's dry, and probably have a fire if you wanted. So are we resting or doing something else?
Does anybody object to resting?
It's getting late enough. We could probably eat dinner.
I'm good.
All right, so we're using the second substitution to call Wolfguard out.
Theirs, do you have secure?
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't have that one yet. That's one that I need to be taught. I can do it. We just haven't had a chance to learn it yet.
Right, so yeah, I would suggest we substitute Wolfcart for.
All right, then. Wolfguard, you're out. And William, boop, pops in. Oh, shit.
We
He looks
just
at
need
Jeff.
your hotel.
He's like, ah.
Just pat him on the back.
All right, and he summons the hotel. He's like, all right. I feel like you guys just sometimes only like me for my hotel.
No, we like you for other things. Like
Really?
your luck and the hotel. That's 2 things.
That's a 100% increase. Call. And you guys, nice comfy inside of it. You find a dry enough spot. It seems good. There's a couple of little wet spots on it, but it's not too. So you guys are safe. You managed to rest. So rest it. Wolfguard, as you go to rest for the evening, do you want to stay watch and watch it, or would you like to return to your bunk and sleep?
So what's the penalty for what exhaustion?
You start suffering disadvantage on stuff.
Then it becomes movement, and then other things,
You know, like your attack rolls.
and eventually death.
Do I need attack rolls?
I mean,
don't
that
know.
depends. You
Most
have
of you
trouble
just roll
hitting
20s or
flat.
1s.
Fine, I'll go to bed.
All right, so you return, Sir Edward returns, so your area gets locked up. You guys feel safe enough. I mean, they got, Lehman's tiny hut. So you guys go ahead, take your rest. Rest, everybody.
Also, when Mary gets a chance, she's gonna say quietly to Daft,
Back at the bar, when you said we weren't a thing, does that mean you're not interested?
I mean, I'd see you kind of as like a sister, but I haven't really considered that, I guess. I don't know, I was kind of panicking, like you were down. It was all just kind of crazy, but I'm
When did I miss this?
what do you mean? He came over.
you were
The
you were
guy
the one
came
who
over
asked
and
us.
asked if they were a couple.
Oh, I don't even remember that. Jeez.
This is the product of your story.
It's our story, people. Our
You're right.
story. Yep, continue forward.
I haven't really been subtle.
She lit the world on fire for you, man. So
No,
like
she
300 people to show off.
No, that was for a different.
Oh, so you did kill the 300 people. Ha ha!
Allegedly.
The truth comes forward. Technically, I killed 300 people, but the public doesn't need to know. All right. So, all safe. Rest completes. 8 hours. You wake up nice and early in the morning. You kind of go to sleep a bit early with the shield. You guys come to. Seemingly clear. That storm has dissipated. And you hear Sir Edward. Wolfguard, you probably would also be waking up at this point. Few statistics from the day before. So currently, there's a few deaths. You guys are fine. Nobel obviously died on the paladin. Two of the dark elves died.
Woohoo!
So let me mark them off. So that was Kenma. You're dead.
I was gonna say,
And it was also Dalg. Two of those two are dead. Sons of Gorbin, Galrin, he died. He's just a normal dwarf. And Dolnar. Apparently mauled by some sort of beast.
how many people did you say again just recently died?
So far, 3 people have died. They're going through the list of people. Winter Queen team, nothing happened to them. Everyone on the Northeastern Continent team is fine. All the Explorers League guys are okay. Bellinor team, they're assuming is okay. They're off in a different area, but it looks like they're all alive still. Falkirk team, everyone's okay. Cynthia, they did lose a single knight, so Knight Loof, he died. One of the bards died.
So Nobel, 2 drow, a knight, and a bard.
A few other people too. No one from Tipsy Fox, no druids, and no one from the Thieves Guild, and no one from Doomrick. So like 5 or 6. I forget exactly how many.
Oh. Isn't that a
Particularly
buff
violent year.
average? Like a lot of buff?
Like, there's a lot of people.
Hmm.
He's like, it's not all. You have to remember, this isn't just all. This isn't necessarily us killing each other. I mean, you've seen how dangerous it is out there, and not all the teams are as prepared as we are.
Speaking of which, so after breakfast, should we call down the birds?
It's like, well, I mean, if that's what you guys feel is good, I mean, seems like a good spot to find a clue.
I wouldn't say it feels good necessarily.
Don't worry, Dad. I think I have a spell that can help should you get in trouble.
Yeah, and what's that?
Well, I can turn your skin into stone, or at least stone-like.
Ooh.
That sounds really sick, actually.
Just don't get in the way of my fist.
Okay.
Also, I just realized, crap. Well, I just realized there's actually a material component to the stone skin.
Uh-oh. What is it?
It's diamond.
Wow, wow.
Yeah,
That's like Greater Restoration. Everyone always forgets that one.
yeah, but as I've casted it before, would we be able to retroactively say that I've spent the 100 gold to acquire it and have said material component?
Do you have 100 gold?
I have 100 gold
If you would
available.
like to spend the 100 gold, you can say that yes.
Okay.
Because you would know that.
You could be a rock while fighting the rock rocks. There's no downside.
Just watch out for the rock lobster.
Consumed, is it? Oh, of course it is. Jeez. That is an expensive ass spell.
Yeah, it happens.
I think, yeah, no, I might actually have to swap that out for something.
Actually, did anyone keep watch during the night, or did you all just rest because of the bubble?
I
think we just
definitely
rest.
watched.
All right, Deft. Did you ever go outside of the bubble?
No.
Yeah,
All
or
right,
we probably
get quite the view, but roll a perception check with disadvantage. No necklace because it's sight.
Okay.
Ari would have just been curled up on death.
That's not too shabby. As you're looking out from where you currently are, down from the mountain, you see kind of near the ground level of this area. You kept seeing like these little green, almost like flashlights. They would just come on every so often and shine around and then go off. And on and off. Maybe like 7 times throughout the night. That's about it.
Neat.
Alright, so y'all refreshed. New day.
So, do we want to set a trap for the rock?
I mean, it's up to
I
you
think
guys.
we are the trap.
Okay, so I just start making a bunch of noise then?
Mm-hmm. Just make sure you're by the tree line.
Gorkum starts making as much noise as he possibly.
Alright, everyone else into the trees. Or tree line.
Alright, so you guys run over to the tree line. Gronkum, you're outside just making, or like just inside making noise?
Yep.
Okay. Clang, clang, clang. You just smacking, making noise. Roll performance check. You do it for about 5 minutes. Roll a perception check.
Instead of that.
Nothing. They seemingly don't come.
I think we're gonna have to get closer.
Yeah.
Alright, so you start traveling into the peaks.
I don't know. Do you guys want to fight on a mountain?
Well, I think most of the battle will happen in the air, but I think we can handle it.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys continue forward. It is going to be a little bit more of a difficult terrain, so I do need everyone to make acrobatics checks with advantage, because you're all kind of together, helping each other traverse.
I mean, great acrobatics check, Death, but aren't you flying up the side of the mountain?
No, I'm climbing.
Up here, it's very windy, so if you want to fly, you're also going to have to make a...
Yeah, I'm
That's not
definitely
gonna-
climbing. I probably haven't even revealed my wings yet.
playing the metagame.
Yeah.
Is
What would
Ari's. I'm 99% sure they all know Ari is.
yeah.
She's not exactly subtle with him.
You guys continue
Is it
forward.
acrobatics at advantage for flying as well, or?
It'd be by unfortunately. It's not a high DC that. However,
Is the
okay,
DC
that's
10?
okay.
That's higher than that.
If you had been lower than a 10, we might be having a different conversation. You have a hard time. You kind of blow around a lot, but you're okay for the moment.
If only I had a gust spell.
And you guys kind of continue forward. As you get about 2 hours closer and you start getting to kind of where you go up the peak, I need everyone to just roll a check.
No,
Visual
but you should know better.
perception. All right, so deft. Yeah, pretty much just deft so far. Don't forget, Wolfgart, you could roll. Oh, do you need Max's card?
What'd you say?
He gave you control of his character.
You actually gonna give me control of this guy?
He said so.
It was his what he said.
That guy's crazy.
All
I
right.
think it's because I complain that I
Oh.
complain every time he tells me to take control of his character.
I don't even trust myself with my own character.
No, we don't trust you with your character either.
Last time I had full control of a character, Holdren was born.
That's not true, Wolfgar. You've had control of several characters that haven't become Haldren.
All right, give him a perception. Let's see if you managed.
Granted, they're all dead, but you know.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to bow out. I'm starting to not feel too well.
It's all good. We're gonna
All right.
end here in just a minute anyway.
Y'all
Feel
have a
better,
good
man.
night.
Oh
See
no.
ya.
Sleep well, Terrace.
Patient zero.
It's too late for him.
It's too late.
Zombie
He's
master.
patient zero.
Hey, he can still play D&D even if he is patient zero.
Yep.
It wouldn't matter.